Today we'll be treating the topic limit. Let's take some example on limit. Example 1. Lim x approaches 2. So this is our first example. First of all, we are going to input 2 anywhere there is x in this equation. Then if it gives us an answer that is not 0, that is the answer. But if it gives us 0, then we are going to look for a way to solve it that it will give us 0. That I'm going to input 2. Now this will be 4 plus 4 minus 3. Therefore, lim x approaches 2 is 5. Now, that is the answer. Let's take the second example. Lim x approaches 2, x minus 3, x plus 2 all over x cubed plus x plus 9. Then now we are going to input 2. Anywhere we see x, we put 2. 2 cubed minus 6, open bracket, 2 plus 2. Again, 2 cubed minus 2 plus 19. Okay, this will be plus. This is plus 19. Then solving for that, the 4 minus 12 plus 2. Okay, this is 3, so it gives us 8. Then 8 plus 2 plus 9. Now, lim x approaches 2 will give us 8 minus 12 plus 2 will give us minus 2. Now, all over 8 plus 2, 10 plus 9, 19. So therefore, lim x approaches 2 in this equation is minus 2 over 19. Let's take the third example. This is example 3, 2, and 1. Now, lim x approaches 1. Now, x squared plus 1. Just input 1 anywhere you see x. Now, lim x approaches 1 is 2. Now, moving forward, when we did a direct substitution of 2 in all these equations, it gave us an answer that is not 0. Example 4. Lim x approaches 1, x squared minus 1 all over open bracket x minus 1. Now, if you do a direct substitution here, let's do it. Lim x approaches 1. Now, 1 squared minus 1 all over 1 minus 1. Now, this will give us x squared is still 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1, which give us 0 divided by 0, give us 0. Since the answer gave us 0, we are going to look for another way to solve it. Now, this also can also be written as lim x approaches 1. This is x squared minus 1 squared. 1 squared would also give us 1 divided by x minus 1. Then, using difference of 2 square on the numerator to give you x minus 1, x plus 1. divided by x minus 1. If you expand this, you arrive at this same answer. So we will just cancel out. Now it's to leave us with lim x approaches 1, x plus 1. Now we are going to direct substitute 1 into x. Give us lim x approaches 1, 1 plus 1, which will give us 2. So in this method also, this just means that x minus 1 is a factor of x minus 1 and x squared minus 1. So now to get the factor of this, you can still use polynomial to solve it to arrive at the factor of this. Let's take the fifth example. Now maybe we understand it with the fifth example. Example 5. Lim x approaches 1, x cubed minus 1 divided by x minus 1. Now, if we use direct substitution to give us 0, let's try. Lim s approaches 1, 1 cube minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 to give us 1 cube is still the same thing as 1 minus 1, 1 minus 1, which should give us 0 divided by 0, also give us 0. So if we want to get the factor of this, we want to do it another way so that it will not give us 0. We have to get the factor of this, and then we're going to use also x minus 1 is a factor of this, but we want to get the other factor, then we use polynomial. Let me guide you on how to solve polynomial shortly. Let's do that in a clearer space. Now we want to find the other factor of this. Start using polynomial. This x minus 1 is one of the factor of x cubed minus 1. We are looking for the other factor. Now x cubed divided by x cubed divided by x give us x squared. X times x squared give us x cubed, minus 1 times x squared give us minus x squared. Our aim is to reduce all these x till turn to 0, which means there will no longer be x there. Now we input minus, we want to eliminate x cubed. X cubed minus x cubed minus x squared give us x squared. Now minus 1 minus 0 give us minus 1. There is still x here, so we are going to continue. X squared divided by x squared divided by x, which will give us what? Plus x. Now x times x give us x squared, minus 1 times x give us minus x. Input minus here to eliminate the x square. We eliminate x square. Now minus x give us plus x. Now minus 1 minus 0 give us minus 1. Also there is an x here. We still go again. X divided by x divided by x will give us 1 plus 1. Now x times 1 give us x. Minus 1 times plus 1 give us minus 1. We put 0 minus here. This will give us x minus x 0, and 1 minus 1 plus minus 1 also give us 0. Now this is a factor. This x squared plus x plus 1 is one of the factor. X squared, this answer we got here, x squared plus x plus 1 is one of the factor of x cubed minus 1. So lim x approaches 1, x cubed minus 1 divided by x minus 1 can also be written as lim x approaches 1 x square plus x plus 1 close bracket. Now x minus 1 divided by x minus 1. All this here can also be the numerator here, x square plus x plus 1 close bracket open bracket x minus 1. All this here is still the same thing as x cubed minus 1. If you expand this now, if you expand all this here, you still get x cubed minus 1. So let's cancel out. From here, we are going to substitute the value of 1 in x. Lim x approaches 1 x square plus x plus 1. So this is what we are left with. Now substituting value of x equals to 1, lim x approaches 1 square plus 1 plus 1, which should give us lim x approaches 1 equals to 3. That is the answer. Let's take one more example on this. Example 6. Lim x approaches minus 3 x square plus x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. So now lim x approaches minus 3 x square plus x minus 6 divided by x plus 3. If we do direct substitution to give us 0, let's do that. Substitute minus 3 into x. So this will give us 9 minus 3 minus 6, which should 0 divided by 0, which give us 0. So since it gives us 0, we'll look for another method we are going to use in solving it. Now, this we'll look for the 2 factor of x squared plus x minus 6. We already have one factor, which is x plus 3. We want to look for the other factor using polynomial. Our aim is to reduce the x in this place to 0. Now, x squared divided by x will give us just x. X squared divided by x will give us just x. Now, x times x give us x squared. Then plus 3 times x give us 3x. Now, inputting minus, this will cancel this. X minus 3x give us minus 2x. Now minus 6, you take up this one here. Again, there's still x here. You still reduce it. Minus 2x divided by x should give us what? Minus 2. Minus 2x divided by x should give us what? Minus 2. Minus 2. Now x times minus 2 give us minus 2x. Then plus 3 times minus 2 give us minus 6. Now inputting your minus here, minus 2x minus minus 2x, that will be minus 2x minus minus 2x, which will give us minus 2x plus 2x, which will give us what? 0. Which will give us 0. 0. Now minus 6 minus minus 6 also give us minus 6 plus 6, which give us 0. Now this is a factor of this. The answer we got here is a factor of this. So this lim x approaches minus 3 x squared plus x minus 6 divided by x plus 3 can also be written as lim x approaches minus 3 x plus 3 x minus 2 divided by x plus 3. If you expand x plus 3 x minus 2, you will definitely have x square plus x minus 6. If you expand this, you have this. So x plus 3 close bracket x minus 2 is a factor of x square plus x minus 6. Now cancel out, which will leave us with lim x approaches minus 3 x minus 2. Now we're going to do direct substitution. Lim x approaches minus 3, and where we see x, we are going to input minus 3. Now minus 3 minus 2, lim x approaches 3 give us minus 5. That is the answer. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, click the bell button, like, comment.